I found a story in the book of 2nd Kings, chapter 4. There was a woman that her husband, who was a prophet, had just died. However, the man had left them a lot of debts. And in those days, the debtors, what they could do was to come and get the children to serve them as slaves until they're able to pay off, like serve them enough to get the money back. So this woman went to Elijah the prophet, and she told Elisha that she was going to, that her children were going to be taken away. And Elisha was like, okay, what am I supposed to do with you? What can I do for you? But he asked her one very peculiar question. He said, what do you have? Okay. Now today, in this video, I'd like to ask you that same question. What do you have? Now, let's look at that story a little closer. It said, what do you have? And this woman said, I don't have anything in my house except a pot of oil. And then Elisha said to her, this is what we're going to do. You're going to go to your neighborhood and you're going to borrow many bottles and from your neighbors. And what she did was she went around borrowing many bottles, from her people. And when she got all the bottles, she closed the door, and herself and her sons were pouring that little oil that she had. She started pouring them into different bottles. And this oil wasn't stopping. It just continued until the last bottle. And then she went and sold all the things that she had, and she was able to make money to pay off her debt and leave. Now, why am I sharing this with you? You don't have everything. Nobody in this world has all the giftings in the world, but you have something. Now, the first question is, what is that thing that you have? Now, what you do is you bring the thing that you have to God, the gift that you have, you bring it to God. Maybe it's just the fact that you know how to draw. You submit it to God. Whether it's something you know how to cook, whether it's you know how to talk, whether it's you know how to write, whatever it is, you know how to put computers together, you know how to, whatever it is, you have to bring it to God and say to the Lord, this is what I have. However, He's going to use that gift, but He's going to use other people's gifts as well. You realize in that story that this woman had to go to her neighbors to borrow bottles. Now you have to identify your neighbors, the people that God is going to use their own gifts to fan yours into flames. And you're going to have to trust that, okay, I know how to draw, but I don't know how to manage. Who is my neighbor? Who is my friend that I can trust, that I can ask for their help, borrow their skills to get to that point where I'm able to sell my drawings? Now, it doesn't matter what giftings you have. You just need to find other people's gifts that can help you beautify yours and bring it to the world. And I want to remind you that as you go through the process of doing this, you see in that story, she got all the bottles and then she locked the door and she did what she needed to do, which was the pouring of the oil. In your own closet, you're going to do a lot of work. It's still going to be, but you will need the giftings of the people around you. Remember, you're going to need people in your family, in people outside of your family, people that don't think like you do. The other video I was talking about, needing critics, people that will criticize you. But in this point, not just critics, people that would help you, people that you can depend on. You have to put yourself down and see the giftings in their own life and see how you can benefit from the giftings that they have. And then, begin to, let God work in you. Growth is something that, yes, you can do on your own. If you're an athlete, of course, you're very good on your own. And if you can just find a good coach, but you still need a good coach. And so that's why, hiring or even getting the help of other people around you. You might not have to look so far away. You might just need to look, at the place where you are right now And before you know it, you start seeing a little bit of success around you. Don't forget that it's God that put the gift in there, and He can help you to bring you closer to other people that would help you. God bless you. Bye.